An amount becomes double in 3 years at compound interest. After how many years will it become? First, 4 times. The next question is 8 times, and then we have 2 raised to n times, where n is greater than or equal to 1. Now, again, people try to form equations here and try to like sort of slightly complicate things, but we look at a much simpler way, of course. Okay, but पहले हम equation बना ही लेते हैं. Okay, so if let's say you are investing p rupees with the bank, okay, the interest you'll be getting is, sorry, the amount you'll be getting is p into 1 plus r by 100, okay, which is basically becoming double in 3 years, right? So the amount which you get is 2p. Okay, so p gets cancelled out. Okay, we have 1 plus r by 100 the whole raised to 3 is equal to 2. Okay, you can keep it as it is. Many people try to again further complicate things by taking cube root of 2, finding the value of r. I won't do that. All right, so we keep it as such, and we observe that 1 plus r by 100 the whole raised to 3 is equal to 2. Now the question asks, after how much time will it become 4 times? Okay, so let me say it is becoming 4 times after n number of years. Right, 4p is equal to p into r upon 100 the whole raised to n. Right, so now we cancel out the p on both sides, right, and we write the 4 on the left hand side as 2 raised to 2. So 2 raised to 2 will be 1 plus r by 100 the whole raised to n. Now substituting the value of 2 from the given expression, what do we have? We have 1 plus r by 100 the whole raised to 3. Okay, uska square, right, is equal to 1 plus r by 100 the whole raised to n. Now by the property of indices, guys, the powers get multiplied, 3 into 2. So 1 plus r by 100 the whole will be raised to 6. That means n ka value is equal to 6. Okay, now it's a very complicated way to solve the question, isliye I won't recommend using this. Chuck. Okay, instead what we can simply observe is, guys, agar abhi humne just prove kiya that it became double in how much time? In 3 years, right? And it became 4 times in again further 3 years, right? So that is basically indicative, about the behavior of compound interest, the amount at compound interest, right? We also saw the equation p into 1 plus r by 100 raised to n. Okay, so from that we observe that compound interest is basically an exponential function with respect to r. Okay, it varies as an exponent with respect to r. Agar p remains constant, okay, the amount varies exponentially with respect to r. मतलब जितना टाइम डबल होने में लगा है उतना ही टाइम 4 टाइम्स होने में लगेगा, उतना ही टाइम आगे 8 टाइम्स होने में लगेगा. Are you understanding this? So further 4 से 8 होने में भी कितना टाइम लगेगा? 3 years. Right? 8 से 16 होने में कितना टाइम लगेगा? 3 years. Okay, likewise. Okay, so if you observe carefully, what we noted can be summarized as 4 years. 4 times होने के लिए कितना समय लगेगा? The time required is 3 multiplied by 2. पहले डबल हुआ, डबल से 4 times. So 3 plus 3 6 years. Same way for 8 times होने के लिए कितना टाइम लगेगा? 3 plus 3 plus 3, 3 3s are 9. Okay, and for any value 2 raised to n times होने के लिए कितना समय लगेगा? 3 multiplied by n. As simple as that. 3 multiplied by n. It's as simple as that. Okay, so if you understood this, we'll solve one more question based on this logic, and let's look at it. A sum of money at a certain rate of compound interest compounded annually becomes 18,600 in 3 years, but it becomes 27,900 in 6 years. Find the sum of money in INR. Now, again, as I said, people really complicate this particular question. They make equations, okay, like the principal is P, the amount is 18,600 is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100, the whole raised to 3. And then they write 27,900. It is the amount in 6 years, right? 1 plus r by 100 raised to 6. Okay, then they divide them. Okay, then p cancel ho jayega, r ka value mil jayega, right, accordingly. And then they really complicate things out there. R plus 100 q isme r plus 1 plus r by 100 raised to 3 yahan put karenge, p aa jayega. Nonsense. Okay, we don't need all this. Okay, it is really complicated. So what we try to do is we apply what we have seen right now. Okay, and what we have seen right now is the amount at compound interest is an exponential function with respect to r, that is the rate. Okay, so that means, okay, जितना टाइम प्रिंसिपल को बेसिकली 18,600 होने में लगा है 3 years, okay, some multiple, right? Let's say it is becoming, let's say y number of times. It has become y times, okay, in 3 years. Just now we saw in further 3 years it will get multiplied by the same value, isn't it? It will become again y times. Okay, that tells you what the ratio of 27,900 to 18,600 will be same as the ratio of 18,600 to x. Now this question becomes very, very easy, guys, isn't it? So now we talk about cross multiplying. You can cancel out two zeros. You get the value of x as 12,400, and that's the first option. See, it's very simple now, isn't it? Once you understand the basic concept. Okay, guys, so let's solve the next question now. A certain sum became 274.7% of itself at a certain compound interest compounded annually in 3 years. If the same sum is lent at simple interest at the same rate, in how many years will it become 5 times of itself at simple interest? Okay. So a certain sum became 2747% of itself at compound interest in 3 years. Okay. So let's observe something. Okay, we know that 14 cube is 2744. Let's say that the principal is 100 rupees. Suppose the principal is 100 rupees. Okay, the sum of 100 rupees became 274.4%. Now 274.4% is nothing but 274.4. So this is your amount, 274.4, right? And 100 was your principal. So this is your amount, this is your principal, and we wrote the expression for the equation for the amount, p into 1 plus r by 100 raised to n. Okay, 3 in this case. All right, so going on further, okay, you can take 100 niche, so it will become 2744 upon 1000. Taking cube roots, see, it's really very easy now if you know numbers, right? Okay, taking cube roots, you will simply land up with the value of 1 plus r by 100 is 1 plus 40 by 100. Comparing, you get r equals to 40%. Okay, now it becomes 5 times of itself. We saw in the previous class, whenever a value becomes n times, the percentage changes n into 100. No, n minus 1 times 100. So if it is becoming 5 times, it will become basically 400%. Okay, 400% growth होगा. Simple interest हो रहा है, तो सिंपल इंटरेस्ट में तो वैल्यू सेम ही रहता है. 400% ग्रोथ चाहिए, एवरी ईयर 40% है. कितना टाइम लगेगा? द टाइम रिक्वायर्ड इज 10 years. As simple as that. Okay, now it might look very, very verbose when you're solving it, very, very lengthy while solving, but see, this is what I'm trying to explain right now. And when you're solving it, okay, solving is very, very different as compared to explaining right now. So solving के समय में क्या करूंगा मैं? I'll just write two things. I'll write 2744 but 1000 will be equal to 1 plus r by 100 raised to 3. मैं तो प्रिंसिपल को 1000 ही अज्यूम करूंगा सीधे, जिससे कि सीधा क्यूब रूट निकाल सके हम लोग. Okay, so taking cube roots, you'll end up with the value of r is 40%. 400% growth चाहिए. Answer 10 is in my mind already. Okay, so this is how you can start, making the problem solving really very, very easy. Okay, how? By reducing the number of steps required to actually write. कैसा होता है? In school we are trained to write down everything because हमें steps के marks होते थे. In these exam steps के कोई marks नहीं है. Okay, the lesser you write, the more you can focus on solving. Okay,